Okay, now we have created this simple dashboard page. Okay, that is user dashboard page. Now first what we are going to see, we are going to fetch the image from the database. Whatever image the user is having inside the database, that image should be displayed. Okay, whatever image, like if I am having multiple users, based on that user, whatever image they have inserted inside the image, that profile should be displayed here. Okay, now first we are going to see how to fetch the image from the database. Now I will just come here. Now before that, let me just show you the database. Inside this my store, we are having user table, and while registering a user, we have already inserted one image. I will just come here, user table. Inside this you can see we are having user image, and here I am having image2.jpg. Okay, whichever image, whatever image I am having here, that should be displayed for me. Instead of displaying the static, okay, instead of displaying the static image, I just have to display this kind of dynamic image. So here, wherever we are having the image, okay, this is the image we have displayed. Now before this, I am just going to write this PHP code. I will just write here. Now inside this, first I am just going to access the session, because inside that session we are going to access the username. Whatever username we are having, okay, if you want to give email instead of username, if you want to give email, that also you can do. It completely depends on your choice what you have to store inside the session. Okay, now I will just come to user login, and here we have already created this session variable. I will just copy this one, and inside this, first I am just going to create one variable. I will just write here username, and inside this I am just going to store that session variable. Okay, now whichever user is logged in, that username will be stored inside this variable. And also we have already started the session here. Let me just show you. In our previous tutorial we have seen, we have included all these things, and here I have just included this one. Let me just come down. Now here I am just accessing that session variable. I am storing inside this variable. Now before that, now below this I am just going to create one variable, user image. Inside this I will just write this one, select star from user table. Okay, my table name, I will just write here user table, and here I am just going to pass the condition where username, okay, this is the column name, whatever we are having inside the database table, okay, this particular thing, okay, where username is equal to this one. Okay, if these and these are getting matched, only then I have to fetch the image. I will just write here username. Okay, now once we have written the query, then we have to execute the query. I will just write here result image. Okay, whatever variable name you want you can give. I will just write here MySQL query, and this is going to take two parameters. First is our connection variable, and second, wherever we have written this query, I am just going to pass that variable. Okay, instead of passing this variable, you can directly pass this entire query here. This entire thing you can just write here. After this, I have to fetch the data from the database. So for that, we are having MySQL fetch array, and we are having fetch assoc. Based on the condition you can use, and here I will be writing row image or fetch image, whatever you want, and inside this I will be writing this one, MySQL fetch array. Let me just change the spelling, fetch array, and inside this I am just going to pass this one. Okay, because I just have to fetch only one user, so I am not going to wrap inside this while loop. Only one time I am going to write, because it is going to fetch only one record from here. So only first data I just have to display, so I am not wrapping inside while loop. Now once I have fetched, I have to fetch the user image. So here I will just create one variable. I will just write here user image. Inside this I will be writing here row image, and here I just have to pass the column name. Okay, whatever column name we have given here, that is user image. I am just going to paste that one here. I will just write here user image. Okay, we have already seen plenty and plenty of times. This is the variable, this is the column name, this is the column name, and this is the variable. So whatever data we are getting, we are just checking for the condition. If this and this are getting matched, only then I am just going to execute the query. I am going to fetch the data from the database, and I just want to fetch the image from the database. Now I have done this one. Now I just have to display this echo, and inside this double quotes I am just going to copy this li. I will cut from here, and here I am just going to paste. Now wherever I am having this double quotes, I am just changing it to single quotes. Okay, I have done. Now in place of this static, okay, this is the static image. Now in place of this, I just want to give the dynamic image path. Now my images are present inside this user images folder. You can see we are having this image 2 here. Okay, this is the images I have inserted while registering a user. As of now, I have deleted all these users for which I have given these images. I am having only one user, that is image2.jpg. So I have to write the image path here. I'll just remove this one. I'll be writing here user images. Okay, this is the folder name whatever we have created while registering a user, and then I just have to pass this image. I'll copy this variable and here I'm just going to paste. I'll save this. Now before that, before refreshing the page, inside image2, let me just show you what I am having. You can see this is the image I am having. Now I have fetched this image. Now I'll come here. Now if I refresh this one, you can see the image is being displayed. Okay, whatever image I am having inside the database, I am successfully able to access that one, and here I have just displayed the image. Okay, this is how we are going to fetch the image and we are going to display that one. Okay, whichever user is logged in and whatever image they have stored, that we can access using this one. Okay, now we are done with this. I'll just close this image. Now we have just seen how to access the image. Now what I am going to do, in each and every href, I am just going to pass the proper paths. Now for this, I'll just remove this one. Instead of this, directly I am just going to write here profile.php. Whenever I click on this pending, I should be redirected to same page. Then for this edit, I'll just write here profile.php. I'm just going to give question mark. I'll just write here edit account. Okay, I'm just going to create one variable. Okay, that is get variable. I'll save this. Now I'll just refresh this one. Now whenever I hover on this, you can see I am redirected to same page, that is profile.php. Now when I click on this edit account, you can see I am inside profile.php itself, but here I am having this edit account. In the same way, for this also I am just going to give the same thing. I'll just write here profile.php, and for my orders I am just going to give here my orders. Okay, whatever get variable you want, you can create. I am just going to give the same thing. Then next I am just going to give here profile.php, because all the data I just have to display in the same file. So I am just giving the same file name profile.php, and then I am just going to give here delete account. Then finally inside this logout, okay, we have already created this logout.php. Directly I am just going to write here logout.php. Okay, whenever user clicks on this, the user should be logged out. Here I will be writing logout.php. I'll save this. Now I'll refresh this one. Now when I click on this my orders, you can see we are inside profile.php itself, but here I am having my orders. When I click on delete account, you can see only get variable is getting changed, rest everything is same. Now when I click on logout, I am redirected to index page, because inside logout.php we have already written the code. We are starting the session, we are unsetting all the variables, we are destroying the session, and finally we are redirected to index page. Now again I am just going to log in. I'll just log in using Khanam. I'll be writing 1 2 3 4 login. Okay, you can see here I am having the user profile. Okay, here I am having all these things, footer, everything is working. Okay, now from next session we are going to work on this orders, how to click, okay, how to get this kind of orders. If the user is having some orders, this order should be displayed. Pending orders, if user is not having anything, then you have 0 pending orders, that should be displayed. Now this user is having 4 pending orders, so that is been displayed. All the order details are displayed. Here we are having confirm. When user clicks on confirm, user can do the payment as well. Okay, this we are not going to see, this we are going to see later. First we are going to work on this user dashboard page. Once we are done with this user dashboard page, we are going to move with payment section, how to payment, how to do payment. Okay, everything we are going to see.